Good evening, all. This is the DFG, the man with the golden voice, the lady's choice, and of course, smooth as a Rolls Royce. I'm coming to you live from the 571 where I'm having fun and I'm getting things done. Today's show, it has a little bit different. What we're going to do today is talk about the effects of the election on dating and how's it going to affect with the incoming administration that's decidedly not bodily autonomy for women or men in a certain way. They're anti everything that's not them. How do you think that will affect what's going on in the dating scene, in marriage, love? Are people going to get married to build their incomes? Are they going to be traditional? Are they going to be modern? What are they going to actually do? Um, as y'all know, since the 70s, our marriage rate has been plummeting steadily from a high of about 75% for the entire country to right now it's about 48, 49%. And that's the reason it's that high is because it's Hispanics and Asians are the most married, followed by Caucasians, and then unfortunately us. Um, 29% of women are married, black women are married, 34% of black men are married. So people are not afraid of getting married, but now with the lack of access to care and no fault divorces, and well, they're getting rid of no fault divorces, alimony, and recalculating child support. And one of the rumors is that they're going to have a make DNA testing mandatory at birth to keep families together. So you can't get rid of the fetus. You got to keep the fetus, and then on top of that, it's going to take you to the person who's actually helping you make that fetus. So, and overall, in these kind of situations now, we are trying to make sure that we keep the country going. That's what they want. They want us to keep the country going, but they're not giving us incentives to build families. They're not making it friendly to buy a house, afford a house, get health care, get child care. Education is being tanked because the average adult right now reads at a sixth to seventh grade level. So they don't understand higher level thinking. That's kind of why we got the situation we're in now. However, you know, we gotta continue doing what we need to do as far as if you didn't vote for the guy in office, keep your head up. Resist any way you can as far as from the nonsense, but make sure that you're taken care of. If you voted for the guy, um, it's your choice. However, choices have consequences, and I don't want to hear any complaining when people are like, "I didn't know he was going to do what he said he was going to do." You know, for AFO. Um, just to give a quick shout out to my co-host. First of all, is my favorite girl, the Chocolate Pearl. She's down there in Jacksonville. She's a little under the weather today, so she may pop on, she may not. My next co-host is my girl at Sweet as Snapple, my New York City girl, Miss Apple. She usually comes on. Also when she's not working. I have my girl Beanie. She does her thing, and all my guests. I wanna thank I wanna thank Miss Kim. She's brought people to the show. She's been very good to us, and I want to thank her for the support she has in me and in the show. And I really, I don't tell her that enough. But I also want to thank Miss Nikki for also being a big contributor to the show. Miss Andreen being a contributor to the show, and all the others have come along and doing our and helping us get to where we're going and make it better. So before I start opening up to folks, hold on one second. Forgive me, I'm also doing another meeting in my what and just handling some business while I'm doing my. I was hoping one of my other co-hosts can come on and help me out, but we can do it on one second, audience. And I'm back. Um, yes, you may, brother JB. You're welcome to come on. Is D Light 7 DFG. I'm on every Tuesday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm on YouTube Live. I'm on YouTube Live, Instagram Live, and I'm also on Facebook Live. So if you got any of those social medias, and no, this is a little better. It's a little better. I keep it PG because I like to save money. I like to keep my money. But I want to thank everybody out there for coming on and thanking you for just being you. A lot of things have been going on in 2024, and we're looking at 4 years. Hopefully we can come out on the other end stronger. But you know how that goes. Um, so I'm gonna open it up. I'm gonna open it up. Miss Kim, um, what do you think? With you have two adult daughters that are making their way through the world. Um, what do you think their opinions would be on dating in this type of atmosphere now that it's coming up? I could keep talking. Anybody in the audience, knowing that children are here, and that was my special, yeah, that was my special line. So I want to keep things in perspective and how we're doing and making us better. We got we got things that are going on in this country and this entity that are not that are not good for all people. I understand trans rights, LB, LB, LBGT, LGBT, QIA plus, uh, also lost, and in a way, a lot of second generation immigrants are going to lose. So a lot of people are not going to be happy with what's going on, but they have it, you know, elections have consequences. That's what we always say. All right, goodbye, brothers. Now I can turn my attention fully to the podcast, and I'm gonna play a couple of videos, and I want you to see if you agree with that. And this is kind of This is kind of political. It's not perfect.
JFK's head up.
Let me share my screen. And let's go. Okay, I don't know. I can't hear anything. I don't know if you guys can, but let me try this again. Can you give me a thumbs up if you can hear it? Anybody? Okay, those are the things that we have to look at. As you can see from the 1960s, it looks like it's coming back. The 1980s, I mean, the 1960s is coming back and not the good part of the 60s. This ain't gonna be yeah, we're gonna wonder if we still have a country afterwards. But this is another thing dealing with millennials. This is another thing dealing with dealing with millennials. I do not know why it's not playing. This is not good. This is definitely not good. Let me stop sharing. Let me try this again. Let's see. Still not it's playing, but it's not playing. So, oh, let me stop this on this side. Let me try it on. We're gonna wonder if we still have
Can you play that again? Because I didn't hear it, but I saw it briefly.
I couldn't hear it either. That's why I'm trying. I've got a couple of technical difficulty dealing with. I think I got it fixed now. Wait a second. Give me a second. No, I can't play it at the same time that I'm listening, so I'm gonna have to stop it.
And afford a home. That doesn't give you guys the right to be entitled at your job. Ranting online about billionaire corporations. I understand that, but I think everybody is getting angry for a reason. They've been treated horribly, and the answer to being poor is to force them to have kids to make them more poor. Yeah. It's clear you're not going to change, so we need to ban abortion because God wouldn't want that. So all of a sudden, it's godly talk. Why don't we talk about the economy? Why don't we keep the conversation there? God would fix all of your generation's problems. All you have to do is believe. I'll tell you what, instead of all these antics, if you just focus on lowering the cost of housing and rent and put strong regulations against that. That's a logical response, but since you're too poor to have kids, we'll just change the law to make you have that. Come on. Gen Z and millennials need to.
Well, I'm sure you heard that there's a video there's a video to go behind that. But the idea is, Miss Andreen, you have two grown daughters, as does Miss Kim. Um, what do you think their opinions would be in dating, having families in this current political climate? Do you think that now that they're going to make it hard to not have choices, do you think it's going to encourage them to have more children, have children in the first place? Or are they just going to say, hey, I'm just going to do my thing and work?
Um, to be honest, I think this is going to get the opposite effect of what they were seeking. Because I think a lot of women are going to probably, I think